What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we got some massive news coming from Deusche Bank and what they just said about NIO, and we're also going to talk about Tesla's earnings because they are coming out tomorrow. You guys do not want to miss this because this is some big news coming out of Tesla. Really hoping they beat their earnings, so this sends this thing to the moon. But first, if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, hit the sub button. It's the best way to support the channel, and it keeps you guys up to date on all things stock market and NIO and Tesla and XPeng and CCIV and everything related news. But without further ado, man, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into this. So first things first, Deusche Bank just said some good things about NIO and essentially all Chinese stocks.
Yeah, so kind of trying to cool everybody down with all the FUD that's been coming out with the China and US. So Deusche Bank reiterates China EV stocks could be one of the best relative safe havens, they say. So as you know, I guess it was earlier Friday, Bloomberg reported that the Chinese government is considering asking educational tutoring companies to become non-profit entities, and these reforms would stop such companies from raising capital or similar ones from going public. And firms already listed would also likely no longer be allowed to invest in or acquire, which is the big thing, other education companies, according to that report. So yeah, that sent, it's just more stuff, more reason for people to freak out because China is cracking down on things, and NIO is China, and everyone's freaking out. So the New Oriental Education and TAL Education both were down like 60% on Friday because of this news. And I think that mixed with the whole Nikola article that came out, I think that's a lot of the reason why NIO and everything, all Chinese EV stocks were down on Friday.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but the rest of pretty much what I'm going to say is all quotes from the Deutsche Bank analyst. So he said, policymakers are intervening to make regulations more relevant, giving rapid advancements in tech ecosystems, which appear to be causing greater societal anxiety. For example, in education, which is what I was just talking about, them cracking down on kind of, while the emergence of online tutoring / classes is certainly a positive development, the government wants to ensure quality of services and low pricing. So what I kind of get from that is, like I said, the acquiring other educational things is a big point, because you have just, one behemoth of a tutoring company, that they could just be buying up all the other guys, and then, pricing gets out of control and they pretty much have a big monopoly, which is no good. So I think that's kind of like what they're trying to not let happen. But they said the latest news reaffirms our belief China EV stocks could be one of the best relative safe havens for growth investors. He said, adding that they expect increasing fund flows and further supported by Hong Kong listings. Obviously when they go to the Hong Kong exchange, they're going to be making a lot more money over there to add to advancements and R&D and everything. And so he goes on to say, in our discussions, the government is making a clear push for hardware tech over software and stuff, such as EVs, batteries, semiconductors, and the aerospace. And unique to electric vehicles, we see continued strong government support both by central and local levels due to the creation of manufacturing jobs, the promotion of a cleaner environment, and the desire to export to foreign markets. And as we've been saying this in the last, I don't know how many videos, that the government is striving to be a global leader in EV technology across the entire value chain. So yeah, pretty much saying the same thing that we've said. China wants to be number one in the whole EV space, and they're going to do whatever it takes to do that.
Exactly. And honestly, this article coming out gives me a little bit more reassurance in NIO. Obviously, again, I lowered my position in NIO a while back to make more room. Obviously, A, from other shares, and B, it's just that's how much I'm willing to risk. In the event that something crazy happens here.
Yeah,
again, I don't see anything happening either way. But
yeah, you mainly didn't. Yeah, you mainly, at least from what I know, you mainly didn't lower it because of, delisting fears. It was mainly because you were like 80% in Neo and you wanted to get into other things.
Right.
So like,
right.
We always tell you guys, do what's best for you and your money. If you want to sell, we don't care. We don't give. I know there's a lot of people out there that give crap to people for selling. I think that's nonsense. So, try not to give us crap when we sell.
But go ask that same person who's giving you crap if they care when you lose money because you didn't sell. No,
exactly.
They're not going to care. Yep. So, again, as we always say, do what's best for you and your money. I think this is great things coming out, and I'm kind of hoping this helps recover a little bit on Monday morning.
Yeah, hopefully it eases all the China nonsense that's been coming out, because it just seems like every day, or at least every other day, like it really seems like someone wants to buy a lot of cheap shares around here. So
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's always somebody.
It's crazy.
But we also got some big news on Tesla as well, because Monday is going to be a big day for them after hours. So I'm kind of, maybe we might see a big positive day for Tesla because their earnings are after hours.
Yeah, and they've been, before you get in that real quick, Tesla, at least from what I've been seeing the last few days, it hasn't really been going up prior to earnings like a lot of stocks usually do. Like they've been kind of going down like 1% every day, it seemed like, at least from what I saw. So yeah, if they do good on their earnings, then potentially, it could be positive, which would be a nice change of pace for a company to be positive after they kill earnings instead of it just selling off.
Which I think a lot of this is coming from Wall Street. Wall Street putting a bunch of pressure on Tesla. A lot of stocks, obviously the whole automotive sector and tech sector was hit pretty hard with this chip shortage. So a lot of things going into this. But again, this is happening Monday after hours, so expect that. Listen for that. We're going to get these numbers. We're going to report them back to you guys Monday night. We're also going to have a live stream Monday afternoon, so stick around for that. If you guys aren't subbed to the channel yet, hit that sub button. But Wall Street basically is expecting Tesla to report about 94 cents per share on $11.5 billion in sales, which is absolutely massive. I think that would be great things. I'm really hoping they come out and crush that, because anything below that obviously is going to look bad on Tesla. And we know damn well the FUD in America is not going to like that, and they're going to crush them. So their operating profit is expected to be about $835 million this quarter, and they delivered so far this quarter, well, in quarter two, they delivered 201,250 vehicles, and they produced about 206,421. So they produced more than what they delivered, but that's fine. That's just more for next quarter, to send out, or it builds a little cushion for, excessive sales in 1 month or something. It's always good. But another thing that they're going to question is how much money they're going to make on these regulatory credits. We're going to get that information when this all releases, because we all know that's how Tesla makes a lot of their money, is from these credits. So, and it also is, we all know Tesla was big in Bitcoin. They bought into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's obviously down, crypto's down. So there's a possibility there too. So with crypto down, that could be a big playing factor there on how much they potentially lost or gained from crypto. We all know Elon Musk sent out a tweet a while back, though, saying that they are not selling any Dogecoin. They're not selling any Bitcoin. So, they're holding on to it, and they stopped accepting it because of how much energy it consumed just to mine the coin as well. So and there are a lot of little different factors going in here. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out and what happens when they talk about their earnings. But they said many things, many factors are going to play into Tesla's bottom line, including the chip shortage, the vehicle pricing, the vehicle gross margin, the profit margins, and their battery storage. Obviously their power walls and stuff that they offer, and their solar panels and all of that stuff as well. So there's other things that go into this other than just selling a Model Y or a Plaid. So there's a whole slew of things. But if you would expect, if Tesla
I was just gonna say, they have multiple subscription things, like for their solar stuff. They have subscription stuff.
Exactly.
They have the insurance, and then now they have this isn't going to be accounted in this, but they have the full self-driving subscription now, or that's going to be starting. Right. So yeah, like you said, it's not just going to be how much money do you make from a Model Y. It's they make a lot of money from a lot of different places. So
right. Yeah. And honestly, I think if Tesla can break these records, break some of these things that Wall Street's expecting, I honestly think we could easily see Tesla break through this $700 resistance that we've been battling for the last month and a half.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be on our way back up towards 750 if they can break this, maybe even 800, in the next coming months or so, depending how this looks for them. So we'll have to wait and find out. But we're also hoping to hear more on the Austin, Texas factory and the Germany factory. Austin, Texas is obviously going to build the Cybertrucks, and then the Germany plant is also going to build some more Model Ys. They're also going to have everything from the Model Ys all the way over to the batteries to drivetrains and just a whole big slew of things. So, fingers crossed that Tesla kills their earnings, really pulling for them, because I want to see them do well. Obviously from all the negative publicity they've had over the last coming months, everything from China to just, Kramer bashing them, on
Kramer says buy them now,
TV. So right. It's he's like a fish, dude, back and forth. Yeah. So fingers crossed that Tesla crushes their earnings, and hopefully this gives us a prediction of what we might see, potentially with NIO, because, as far as the stock wise, because usually we saw it in the past quarters where, Tesla kills it and then it goes down. For whatever reason. It could
That's
be
why I'm
market-based,
saying, I haven't seen it go up this time prior to earnings. It's kind of been, going down a little bit every day from what I saw.
Right.
So, that gives it more potential to be green after earnings, since it didn't run up prior to earnings. So,
right.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Right. So a whole bunch of questions. We will get those answers tomorrow night, and we're going to bring that to you guys on Tuesday, whether that's via a live stream or that's with,
the noon video,
a live stream, or just a noon video, or whatever the kind of video we got. So if you guys want to stick around for that, hit that sub button, hit the notification bell. It's all the best way to stay up to date in all things stock market, NIO, Tesla, CCIV, Palantir, all that good stuff. We talk about it all over here. But again, thank you guys so much for all your support. Again, hit the sub button. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month, and we got all the links down in the description. You guys already know what they are, so if you're interested in any of that, it's all down below. But again, thank you guys so much for all your support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.